What you're about to see cost me $100 and almost my soul. This mirror has 300 years of dark history. Inside the mirror's world, Khalid found himself in that same desolate place. He looked around in confusion, finding the same dilapidated furniture, the same dark peeling walls. Sarah's voice echoed from afar. "Khalid," she called, her voice faint and sad. He heard a soft sob. As he turned, he saw Sarah sitting on the floor. She looked at him surprised, then rushed to him. She embraced him, tears streaming down her face. "Khalid, I'm so glad you found me. I thought I was alone forever," she cried. "But how did you come here? How can we get out of here?" she asked, wiping away her tears. "I don't know how I got here. I just remember seeing the blue light and reaching out for you. Then everything went black," he admitted. "I also felt a presence." "Was that you?" Sarah asked, glancing over her shoulder nervously. They looked back. The reversed Khalid they had met before was approaching them, his steps slow and heavy. Another creature joined him, a twisted shadow with a human face, which was none other than the Sarah from the other side, the one who warned them about the mirror's power. "You found me," she said softly, sadly. "Why?" "Because it's important for you to know the truth of this place," she explained. The reversed Khalid spoke, his voice hoarse and distant. "No one leaves this place unchanged. We all lose ourselves a little here. Here, we all become prisoners of what we want most. We hold on to that desire, but in doing so, we lose ourselves." Sarah and Khalid exchanged puzzled looks. "The truth is that this is a prison for people's deepest desires," explained the reversed Sarah. "When people enter here, their greatest wishes take shape and pursue them relentlessly. But all they do is waste energy and time chasing illusions that eventually dissolve into the darkness like smoke. Their hopes turn into tormentors. In the end, everyone loses themselves here. We chase what we want, but when we get it, we realize it's not what we really want. We are trapped here forever, unable to leave, and we grow weaker and weaker until we vanish completely." Both Sarah and Khalid looked back at their own sides. Sarah worried about her sister, while Khalid was haunted by the fear of never seeing Sarah again. Their deepest fears had materialized. They could see the darkness consuming them, but neither wanted to admit it. Reversed Sarah continued, "The only way to leave is to let go of your desires and embrace oblivion. Only then will you be free from this place. But who would choose that?" "There must be another way," Sarah insisted. "That's right. You can defeat your desire by fulfilling it, becoming one with it," said the reversed Khalid. Khalid shook his head. "That's crazy. We can't possibly do that. Then we'd be trapped here like you. It's the only way. If you want to see each other again, you must make a choice," urged the reversed Sarah. She smiled sadly. "It's been centuries since I felt such warmth and humanity. Thank you for bringing a part of life back into this dead place." She bid them farewell and faded into the darkness. Before Sarah and Khalid could respond, the reversed Khalid reached out to them, extending his arms as if inviting them to follow him. "Come with me. I'll show you," he said. Khalid and Sarah hesitated, then took each other's hands. Together, they stepped forward. Within the mirror's world, the reversed Khalid led them deeper into that strange place. They found themselves in a large, empty hall. The air grew colder. The only source of light was coming from far away, barely illuminating the dust particles floating in the air. Sarah felt an overwhelming sadness. All around them, countless shadowy figures moved restlessly, their forms constantly changing. Some looked sad, others angry, and some simply empty and numb. The reversed Khalid pointed to these figures. They too once sought something and became trapped here because of it, he said softly. But there's a difference between them and us. They are forever imprisoned by their regrets. We still have a chance. We can go back, but we can also stay and become like them. Khalid squeezed Sarah's hand. I don't want to be like them. I want to go back to my life with you, to build a family, to grow old with you. Sarah hugged him. I want that too. I want to go back, but I won't leave without my sister. Khalid understood her desire. I understand why you want to stay, but think about it. Is it really the best choice? We don't even know if she's here. Sarah looked at him, tears in her eyes. I know you're right. I want to believe that I can find Mariam, but I'm afraid it's hopeless. Then let's go back. We'll continue searching for her on our side. We'll never stop looking for her, promised Khalid. Sarah nodded, tears streaming down her face. They turned to go. The reversed Khalid stopped them. Be careful. Desire is a dangerous thing. Don't let it consume you. Remember, oblivion offers peace. He uttered these words, then dissolved into the darkness, leaving them alone again. Khalid and Sarah looked at each other, knowing they needed to make a decision. Sarah closed her eyes, trying to picture her and Khalid's life together, their love, the joy of being together. But in the background, she always saw the image of her sister. Then she remembered the empty and dull faces of those trapped in the mirror world. Taking a deep breath, Sarah opened her eyes. She gently pushed Khalid. Let's go home, she whispered. Khalid took Sarah's hand, feeling her coldness. He believed she was freezing, but in fact, she was dissipating into the darkness of the mirror world. He tried to pull her back. Sarah, what are you doing? Don't leave me, he cried. I'm sorry, Khalid, but I have to go, she replied, her voice fading. I hope we can meet again someday. I hope you find happiness. Goodbye, she said. Then she disappeared. Khalid cried out, feeling Sarah's hand growing colder and colder until it vanished entirely. The world around him grew darker and darker. Fear clutched at him. He understood he was losing her, that he was being consumed by the mirror's world. Khalid's inner voice. I can't lose her. I won't let you take her away from me. Khalid felt himself fading into the mirror's world, slipping further and further into darkness. As the last of his consciousness slipped away, he heard the echo of his own voice crying out for Sarah. His cries faded into the emptiness of the mirror's world. The mirror's world, which had already swallowed Sarah and many others, now claimed Khalid as well. Meanwhile, in Sarah's apartment, Detective Nasser examined the empty space where the mirror hung. He stared into the darkness, thinking about the case of the missing man and woman. He had similar cases from over the centuries. He had read about strange mirrors, portals to other worlds, and mystical curses. It all seemed like a crazy theory, but who knows? Could there be another connection to those old unexplained cases? And did those objects play a role? Nasir decided to keep the investigation going. Who knows what secrets the city still held? As he looked at the empty wall, He couldn't shake the feeling that he was forgetting something crucial, something connected to the mirror and the missing couple. But what exactly? He couldn't figure it out. Nasir decided to return to the police station, hoping for a breakthrough there. Do you believe in curses? Have you ever seen a mysterious mirror in your life? Write about your experiences. Thanks for watching. See you soon.